Well, hey family, this is Darlene. Wanted to thank you for stopping by the Jury by BDK YouTube channel. I know you didn't come here for a sermon. So here's the video, and we'll talk soon.
Well, hey family, this is Darlene. I hadn't planned on talking in the video because I don't feel 100% good today. It has been like a really long day. I'm going to show you how I made this wire spacer, just kind of an idea about it. It's probably not going to come out exactly like what this one looks like, but I will show you how I at least got it to look like this. If you wanted to try to make this, to make it like, a bead for a wire bead for your bracelet. I use an agate slice. This is not the original agate slice that I used. The agate slice that I used to make this was thicker. It was thicker down here, but I sold that necklace, so I don't have that agate slice to show you. So I could at least try to show you on this one. And I'm going to use some recycle wire. And all I'm going to do is, so if this comes out good, I can use this bead that I'm making for something else. So I basically just thread it, put the wire in, and I'm going to just make it a short, like about this. And I usually take that part, bend it down. I'm going to do it this way this time because I'm going to do it this way because I'm not using the necklace. I'm going to just show you how to make this wire part because I'm not going to make a necklace. So I'm going to just show you how I generally wrap this around. Okay. So I bend it like that. And all I'm going to do is I'm going to keep wrapping the wire around the top up here to where it begins to shape like something. And you can see what it's doing now. So it's just basically taking shape. I'm just taking the wire around. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to start bringing the wire down. And this is 18 gauge. You can use 16 gauge because 16 gauge wire is a lot thicker, than 18 gauge. So I'm going to just go ahead and take it down as far as I want to take it. And you can see how it's starting to form, right? So if this was a lot more wire, I would have rounded it off up here a lot. In fact, I think I'm going to take it back up this way. And then this little part here, I'm going to clip off because I'm going to end up cutting it off anyway. And now what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start wrapping that wire around like that. And you can see how it came out looking like a shape, right? So then all I'm going to do is go in here, click that wire, because now I just want it, and you can see how it loosened up. Now it loosens up enough where I can cut it down here. Because now all I want to do is take it off. I want to take this part off. And then there we go. Now you can see, had I used a lot more wire, it would be bigger, but I can still use this for a wire bead. And then I generally take the ends, like there's an end right here, if you can see it, right there. And then all I'm going to do is take that end and roll it right into there. And then the other part that got cut off is right here. And I pull that out just enough where I can clip it. So now what happens is that little stick part, which is the end of the wire, is in the inside. So now I can use this to make another bracelet. And I'm going to just bead something really quick. I'm not going to make a necklace. I'm going to just show you. So I'm going to take the bead that I just made, the wire bead. I'm going to go ahead and bead it. I can do that because it goes through on both sides. So now it's just a matter of whatever beads want to use to make something pretty. And then what we'll do is just, because I'm not going to make this a necklace, I'm just showing you how you can, what you can do. So you can just take some beads, and those even go good together, just like that. So that's how I make these wire bead. And I'll do one more just to get, because I got some extra recycled wire right here. Reuse wire, so recycle wire come out, making stuff look much better than the straight wire. So I'm gonna just take that wire, I just wrapped it. I'm gonna go ahead and just wrap it around the long wire like that, because we're gonna end up cutting that off anyway. So I'm gonna take this long wire, I'm gonna pinch it, fold it over like how we do earrings, and it's like that. And I'm just gonna begin to wrap. And the wire is really long, so I'm gonna start to wrap it around the top of the agate like that. So you can make it as thick as you want up here at the top. We're just gonna make it a little thicker up here this time. Like that, and then we're gonna just start going down the agate. This one is gonna look a little different because the way that the wire is, it's not straight. And that's still good because it's a wire bead. And then I'm gonna take it and go back up around the top, just wrapping it. And now, where I made the hoop at, I'm gonna cut the hoop, go in there and clip it. Go down there and clip it. And then it loosens up, and when it loosens up like that, I want to cut that wire. Let's see if we can get it on this side. Or all we need to do is loosen it up enough to where we can get it off. Sometimes it's a little difficult, but you can always get it. There we go. And this is what it looks like. So you do got your wire kind of poking out. And then this is the wire right here. And we'll take the end of it. We're just going to curl it until we can lock it in to that other wire and you don't feel anything. And then this is the top part of that wire right there, as you can see. So with this, you can take it and just roll it closed like that. And because the wire is crooked, it's not straight wire. Sometimes when you're using recycled wire, you're going to get stuff like this where it's just not, you're going to have to work with it a little bit. And then you should be able to put this wire through. Let me try it on this side. And there we go. And I'm using the 1.5 millimeter, but I would prefer it be the other way. So let me see if I can get it through on this side. Yep. And then that's 2 beads that we made. Let's see. And this is just for show. I'm not getting ready to make another bracelet. So that's what it looks like when you make your beads. The only difference between this one and this one that I made, I used more wire. That's the only difference. And the agate slice that I used to make this one was a little bit wider down here. But that's still okay because this one is pretty wide. And you can see how this bead came out. This one right here, the wire. That one came out. And this one came out really good if you just want to make some wire beads. Those beads, bead caps or beads or whatever. And then this is the original one. So just make sure at the top, you're wrapping a lot of wire at the top because you're basically shaping it. So you're wrapping, wrapping, wrapping. And then right around that part where we fold it. So right around the part when we fold it like this, You're taking that wire and you're just going to wrap it as much as you want, as thick as you want, and then start to go down and then make that middle part thinner. And then as you go down the agate, you just go bigger and bigger and bigger as far as down as you want to go. So the further you go down on the agate slice, the bigger this part here is going to be. So you can make it small at the top, little like this, and then big, nice, big, huge size right here to fit a 20, 25, even a 30 millimeter bead if you wanted to. It's just whatever you want to do. So anyway, that's this for these. These are the bone beads. The bone beads came from Joann's. The checker beads came from Michael's. I believe these might have come from Joann's as well. And I do know these came from the yin yang, came from Michael's. And these little bone beads right here came from Michael's as well. And of course, the charm is custom made. These black beads right here, I got these at the dollar store. Well, the $1.25 now. $1.25. I think they call it dollar store now. But I got these at dollar store. These came from Hobby Lobby, the white crackle. This bead, oh wow, I don't know where I got this bead from. This one right here, not really sure. But these right here are jump rings I made out of aluminum wire, 15 gauge aluminum wire. So this is what we got. The two bracelets, and then we showed you how to make this little wire piece right here, wire bead right here. So hopefully that was helpful. Darling night for Jerry by BDK, and guess what? We'll talk.